Now I'd like to welcome to the stage the Sales and Marketing Director of Fred Olsen Cruise Lines, Mr. Nathan Philpot.
Good afternoon, everyone, and a very warm welcome to the launch of Poison, Murder and Mystery. Yes, my name is Nathan Philpot, and it's been my pleasure for the past 6 months to take someone's creativity and vision and attempt to put it into a unique cruise experience. That person is the Duchess of Northumberland, who had the vision to try and connect her own poison garden in Anik with Fred Olsen's poison garden down at the Pyramids of Guimar in Tenerife. And I hope you'll see that we've done that and a lot more besides. It is a truly unique cruise experience. We are attempting a world record. We have written to the Guinness Book of Records, and we are attempting the greatest participative murder mystery ever. We are, as we said, linking the poison gardens at Anik and in Tenerife, and Her Grace the Duchess of Northumberland will join the cruise, as will Mr. Fred Olsen. We hope that people will learn more about everyday garden plants that can turn into poisons, that have been used throughout history for murder and from suicide, from Socrates to Georgy Markov. But what I can't do today is reveal all. What I would like to talk about a little bit, because there's a number of people I know who may not know anything about Fred Olsen Cruise Line, so I'll very quickly touch on that. The Olsens have been shipping since 1848. It has gone from Fred Olsen to Fred Olsen to Fred Olsen to Fred Olsen to Fred Olsen. I think I've got that right. In the UK, we depart from 10 regional ports. This particular cruise departs from Edinburgh, Rosyth. We have 4 classic smaller ships, which we like to get closer to destinations. We like to get to the heart of cities, to go up rivers, to go all the way through the fjords. We like to offer late nights and overnights in destinations, whether that be in Amsterdam, Hamburg or Paris, or Bangkok, Sydney or Tokyo. We have won a number of awards for our value for money from Cruise International and Cruise Critic. We are family run. It is Fred Olsen's name that is alongside of that ship. We are a family business in that way, unlike a corporate suit or shareholders. We do care. And we have a British experience. 95% of people who travel with Fred Olsen are from the UK, and we have high teas and we have a very British experience on board. As I said, we won numerous awards, including Cruise International's Best Cruise Line a couple of years ago. And we're very proud that 95% of people who travel with us rate us excellent or good. But really, I want to talk about the Poison, Murder and Mystery cruise. So what was our motive behind this cruise? Well, as I mentioned, it was a visionary idea from Her Grace the Duchess of Northumberland, who's with us obviously today. It was a desire from our guests for something more adventurous and a unique experience. You can see on the slide here some photos from our 2012 Titanic Memorial Cruise. People love getting dressed up and taking part in a unique cruise. We know our guests have a significant interest in gardens. More than half of them are interested in gardens, and twice as more likely in gardens than the rest of the population. And we had a very successful mystery cruise already that departs in October this year, and that is already sold out. The itinerary, I like to call it the Agatha Christie route. Agatha Christie took a cruise from the UK down to South Africa, stopping at many of these places. She stopped in the Canaries at Tenerife, in the Gran Canaria in Tenerife. You can still see her statue and streets named after her. She wrote, I think, The Blue Train whilst in the Canaries, and in Madeira, she wrote The Man in the Brown Suit. And I think in Madeira you can go to take a visit to Reed's Palace, the hotel, which is like stepping back into the era of Agatha Christie. So how are we stimulating those little grey cells? Well, I hope you'll learn. There'll be the myths of poisoning, the science, the history of poison plants. There'll be demonstrations and interactive sessions on making poisons. I hope you'll look out for the clues and try and solve the murder throughout. And of course, the chance to interact, to meet the Duchess and Fred Olsen, who will be on board this cruise. You'll watch classic murder mysteries, films and plays such as you've just witnessed. It is a date with death and the Duchess. You will be visiting Alnwick Castle, which was a backdrop to many of the Harry Potter films, and of course visiting Alnwick Gardens, the £40 million investment that's been driven by the Duchess over the last few years. And within that, the special poison garden, where many of the household plants, you'll see how they become poisons on a very special tour that we will run there. We'll also offer a poisoning at the pyramids. Visit the mysterious pyramids of Guimar, discover their secrets in Tenerife with a special guided tour from David Ortiz. See the second secret poison garden and all its dangerous plants. And enjoy a very special performance, late night, under the stars, with a backdrop of the pyramids behind you of A Midsummer Night's Dream. We are, of course, trying to do the greatest participant murder event ever. This has been written exclusively for Fred Olsen Cruise Lines. It unfolds at sea and on land, with twists and turns throughout the voyage. Hopefully you'd have learned to look out for the man carrying 50 rhubarb leaves, as they can be turned into poison and potentially kill. Choose your character. We're creating 12 characters that you will know their personalities, you will see their wardrobe, their style, you'll know their history. And let me give you a flavour of one of those characters right now.
I'm Archie Hemlock, poison by name and poison by nature. You see, finance is my game, and with my acute economical judgment, it's a game I play very, very well. My life is governed by one simple rule. Everything and everyone has their price. What would a man do for £1,000? 5,000, 10,000. I can tell you from experience there's little he wouldn't do. Believe me, I always get just what I want. It's quite fun being toxic.
So you can see, you get an idea, we're creating these 12 characters, all with their own personalities. You've got to go online to choose that character. We're looking, as we have done there, I think you saw Archie Hemlock become a lot fatter in the face as he kind of morphed with Nathan Philpot. But you can kind of do that and upload your own character online and share it on Facebook and different things as we create those characters. So who are the expert witnesses on board? Who are our guest speakers? Well, of course, we have the Duchess talking about her garden, her favourite poisons. We have Dr. Peter Dean talking about real crime, a forensic expert from the Met. We've got Mark Siddle, who has been doing a fantastic exhibition in New York at the Natural History Museum for months, where he has interactive sessions and actually creates poisons in front of you. And Dr. Dan Jones, who's going to talk about the history of poisons and poisons throughout the years. What else should you take note of on board? Well, there'll be daily poisoning themes. We also have Felix Francis, the son of Dick Francis, on board, who will actually be writing a crime story and be inspired by the events that are going on board. There'll be character events, so once you've chosen your character, you'll be able to go to certain dinners, certain cocktail parties, other events, and meet other characters in their dress. And as I said, there'll be films, there'll be shows, there'll be plays. So when's the game afoot? This cruise departs on the 10th of July 2015. It is on sale from tomorrow. The leading price is $2,499. That includes all your meals, including the very special 5-course a la carte meal each evening, the character dinners. It includes 2 very special evening excursions. Firstly, down at the Pyramids of Guimar, we've talked about that evening there, but also at Alnwick, where we'll be doing, in the grounds of Alnwick Castle, a fantastic grand reveal to find out who did do that murder. If you know anybody who wants to book this cruise now, book it as soon as possible before the end of August. We're offering complimentary door-to-door transfers to Edinburgh if people book before August, or £150 onward spend per person. And finally, we really want people to get involved in this experience. We want people to solve the murder. So I can announce today that we will be giving away a world cruise for 2 for the person who solves the murder on this cruise. So, together, let's bring this poison, murder, and mystery cruise to life. Thank you all very much.